In your opinion, what's the hardest part about writing?
I don't think it's.
I mean, if there's nothing, it's
Well,
fine.
it's,
You
it's
don't have
weird.
to.
It's so when I'm working, I'm thinking about on Good Witch. The hardest part was having to do what the network asks, because I've spent time breaking a story the way I'd like to tell it, putting a script together the way I'd like to do it, and then they say change this and paint it blue when I thought it was fine painted green, and that's hard. But you can't fight it. You just kind of have to do it. Well, you can be snarky, as I was, but you just have to do it. It's always, I'm the typical, I hate starting to write, but I love having written. David Mamet quotes somebody else where he says, the only time one is being a successful poet is when one is writing the last line of a poem. Until then, you're a failed poet. And after that, you're an ex-poet, right? Which is so discouraging and depressing to think about, that it's perfect coming out of David Mamet's mouth. But it's true that that feeling of you're never quite complete, never quite finished until you actually fade out, and then you have to move on to the next one. So it's hard for me to start. I'm not very effective in the mornings. When I am working like on my own stuff or writing on spec or writing a pilot for hire, which I did recently, I'm much more effective in the afternoon than I am in the morning. I can spend the 2 or 3 hours sitting at my computer kind of getting ready. But then once I do it, I kind of push through.